Sun's hanging high, afternoon's here. Palm trees sway and the sky's so clear. Grab your stash, take it slow. Take time to talk, let the good vibes flow. Waves roll in, a rhythm so sweet. The sand is warm beneath your feet. In the cove we take it real slow. Take time to talk, let the stress go. Take time to talk in the afternoon. Feel the warmth as it fills the room. Cannabis clouds drifting so high. Kick back, relax, watch the day go by. Take time to talk, breathe it in deep. In the cove where the chill runs deep. Every puff brings peace to your mind. Take time to talk, leave it all behind. Feel the breeze as it kisses your face. Find your peace in the sunny place. Spark it up, let the hours fade. In the cove where memories are made. Afternoon sun paints a perfect light. As you talk, everything feels right. Take your time, let the high take hold. In the cove where the stories are told. Take time to talk in the afternoon. Feel the warmth as it fills the room. Cannabis clouds drifting so high. Kick back, relax, watch the day go by. Take time to talk, breathe it in deep. In the cove where the chill runs deep. Every puff brings peace to your mind. Take time to talk, leave it all behind. Afternoon, feel the warmth as it fills the room. Cannabis clouds drifting so high. Kick back, relax, watch the day go by. Take time to talk, breathe it in deep. In the cove where the chill runs deep. Every puff brings peace to your mind. Take time to talk, leave it all behind. Afternoon, feel the warmth as it fills the room. Cannabis clouds drifting so high. Kick back, relax, watch the day go by. Take time to talk, breathe it in deep. In the cove where the chill runs deep. Every puff brings peace to your mind. Take time to talk, leave it all behind. Sky, cannabis clouds drifting up so high. Roll it up slow, light it with ease. Salt air mingles with these gentle breeze. On a boat with friends, laughter's the sound. Passing around as the sun goes down. Smoke trails swirl, dancing with the tide. In the cove's embrace, just along for the ride. Smoking on the sea with the vibes just right. With the waves and stars and the moon's soft light. Floating through the night with the Cove crew near. Every puff's a memory, clear and sincere. Smoking on the sea, feel the rhythm flow. With each inhale, watch the calmness grow. Let the sea rock gently, set your soul free. We're smoking on the sea where we're meant to be. Catching the sunrise as the ocean gleams. Smoke rings rise, drifting into dreams. Grind it up fine, pass it round slow. Let each toke match the waves ebb and flow. No land in sight, just sky and sea. With each puff our minds drift free. Anchors down, drifting in peace. No place we'd rather be, come sweet release. Smoking on the sea with the vibes just right. With the waves and stars and the moon's soft light. Floating through the night with the Cove crew near. Every puff's a memory, clear and sincere. Smoking on the sea, feel the rhythm flow. With each inhale, watch the calmness grow. Let the sea rock gently, set your soul free. We're smoking on the sea where we're meant to be. The sun's overhead, sky so blue. Palm trees sway as the smoke drifts through. Pack the bowl, take it slow. Blazing in the breeze, let the heart flow. Ocean waves crash on the shore. Feel the rhythm, who could ask for more? In the cove we live with ease. Blazing in the breeze, feel the peace. Blazing in the breeze where the sun shines bright. Cannabis clouds float into the light. Feel the warmth, let your mind unwind. Blazing in the breeze, leave the stress behind. Brass notes sing, steel drums keep time. As the breeze rolls in, everything's in line. Blazing in the breeze where the day feels right. Light it up, let it take flight. Feel the smoke, it's smooth and sweet. The sun's still high, the moment's complete. Spark it up, let the worries fade. Blazing in the breeze where good times are made. Afternoon light, golden and warm. In the cove, it's where we transform. Take your time, there's no need to run. Blazing in the breeze, under the sun. Blazing in the breeze where the sun shines bright. Cannabis clouds floating into the light. Feel the warmth, let your mind unwind. Blazing in the breeze, leave the stress behind. Brass notes sing, steel drums keep time. As the breeze rolls in, everything's in line. Blazing in the breeze where the day feels right. Light it up, let it take flight. Let the high roll as the breeze rolls by. In the cove under an open sky. Sun's still high and the vibe is strong. Blazing in the breeze where you belong. Blazing in the breeze where the sun shines bright. Cannabis clouds floating into the light. Feel the warmth, let your mind unwind. Blazing in the breeze, leave the stress behind. Brass notes sing, steel drums keep time. As the breeze rolls in, everything's in line. Blazing in the breeze where the day feels right. Light it up, let it take flight.
Time. Dab time.
Hot Pockets.
Hashtag let's fucking go.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
What up, everybody?
What up, and happy motherfucking totally terrific twisted titty tie-dye turpy taco token tunes Tuesday, all you amazing ass people out there. What up, Beans? What up, all you amazing ass people out there?
What the fuck is up, man? Cheers, cheers. I hope everybody's having a dope-ass Tuesday.
Can't complain.
Oh, what is up, Amber? How are you? I hope you were having a wonderful day.
Here, go.
Okay.
What up, Tim? Weirdo. Hope you've had a great-ass day, dude.
What is up, Bonnie? It's good to see you again. I hope you're having a wonderful afternoon.
Hi, Ma. Hope you've had an amazing day so far.
What is up, Pandanny? How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful day.
What up, CJ? Hope it's been an amazing Tuesday so far.
What up, Vicky? How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful Tuesday.
What up, Kimmy? Hope it's been a great day.
What up, Cornbread? How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful day.
What up, Crystal? Hope it's been a great Tuesday so far.
What up, Deb? How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful day.
What up, Ash? Hope it's been a great ass Tuesday.
What up, Magic? How are you, brother? I hope you've had a wonderful Tuesday.
What up, Erica? Hope it's been a great ass day so far.
Hell yeah. Coughsy,
Hey, man.
you want to smoke a song?
Always down to Song and Smoke.
I got it right that time, but I really had to put the effort into it.
I saw. But it worked. Meant
Let's
to
go.
say it earlier. Oh, shit. Cooper said it?
Hell yeah.
Should have got him to try it at Token Tunes. Damn.
Cheers, cheers, everybody.
Roll that blood, let the cherry glow. Back that rig, watch the resin flow. We don't half step, we light full flame. Cove cool lit, we're changing the game. Hit that bomb, watch the clouds ascend. This ain't no trend, we smoke to transcend. Edibles hit like a punch in the gut. From the first puff, we don't give a fuck. Smoke a song and smoke. Light it up and let the rhythm provoke. Puff that herb, let the highs collide. Feel the burn as we elevate the ride. Smoke a song and smoke. Pass it around, let the real ones talk. The Cove, the place where legends ignite. Smoke a song and smoke all night. Grind it fine, twist it tight, spark the flame. A fat ass blunt that'll put you to shame. Dabs hit like thunder, the nails red hot. Cannabis culture, it's all that we've got. From sativas to kush, we roll with the 10. Every year we take us time well spent. Breathe it in, let the calm sink in. Feel it flow within, you got it, friend. Now let's begin, let the session win. Roll that blood, let the cherry glow. Pack that rig, watch the resin flow. We don't half step, we light full flame. Cove cool lit, we're changing the game. Hit that bone, watch the clouds ascend. This ain't no trend, we smoke to transcend. Edibles hit like a punch in the gut. From the first puff, we don't give a fuck. Smoke a song and smoke. Light it up and let the rhythm provoke. Puff that herb, let the highs collide. Feel the burn as we elevate the ride. Smoke a song and smoke. Pass it around, let the real ones talk. The Cove, the place where legends ignite. Smoke a song and smoke all night. Roll it up, light it, don't hesitate. The Cove's where the good vibes dominate. Every toke's a tribute, every hit's a vibe. We smoke to connect, we'll always survive. Pass that shit, let the circle stay tight. Inhale, exhale, we're flying tonight. From the Cove to the stars, we're making it known. Sitting in our thrones, feeling like Capone. Smoke a song and smoke. Light it up and let the rhythm provoke. Puff that herb, let the highs collide. Feel the burn as we elevate the ride. Smoke a song and smoke. Pass it around, let the real ones talk. The Cove's a place where legends ignite. Smoke a song and smoke all night.
That's great. What up, Double Dice? Brad, how are you? What up, Kay? How are you?
Happy motherfucking Tuesday. We can go right into another one because it's
I know.
almost.
I didn't even realize. I didn't think about us starting later.
That is
So
not a
no.
problem to go song to song.
Song in this bitch.
And
That's
that
a good one.
gives perfect timing since this is nice and clean for it to be able to cool down.
I did the napkin trick this morning for my rig when I was on the phone with you, and it cleaned it out like really good. I was super surprised. I could like see all the way through that fucker.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Did you see the extra heat to it and just say fuck it and go at it? Yeah. That's what I was saying the other day. Like at that point there, I'd heat it up a tiny bit, Q-tip what might come off, and then just, I mean, I hate to say it, but it was already at the point where it's going to be chest. So just go at it with the heat.
Hey, happy 420, everybody. Let's fucking go.
Cheers.
Smoke weed every day.
Cheers. Cheers, cheers, everybody. What up, Taylor? How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's been a pretty dope day here, just kind of hanging out, working on some show stuff. I'm super excited for some Guardians of Unity.
That one got me sweating.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, that sidecar don't play, man.
But you won't get water in your mouth no matter how hard it is to get it.
It's true. It will not. I tried.
All right, are we ready to dive into last week on Guardians of Unity?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Here we go, everybody.
Last week on Guardians of Unity, the search brought them closer than ever before. Ashley, Amber, Kay, Heather, and Morgan followed a trail into the Wounded Canyon, where scorched earth, shattered stone, and the dark stains of old blood told the story of a brutal battle. Among the ruins, they found a lone survivor, a wounded man half buried beneath the rubble. His words shook them. He spoke of a group that fought like legends, one with a shield, one who flew, one who roared and hurled boulders like toys. It wasn't hard to piece together. Beanz, Magic, Manbear, Yerp. Their people had been here, and they'd fought their way toward the village. Hope sharpened into certainty. With new urgency, the girls moved on, one step closer to their missing family. Meanwhile, the rebuilding began. In the heart of the battered village, the hammering of nails and the lifting of beams became a chorus of defiance. Yerp and Manbear repaired the broken schoolhouse under the watchful and mischievous eye of Vicky B. Beanz and Coughsy pieced together shattered fences and half-collapsed homes, their easy laughter patching wounds invisible to the eye. Beneath it all, Kelz remained steadfast at Ammo's side, refusing to leave the brothers she'd nearly lost, and Ma, wise, patient, and unbreakable, reminded them all that family is not just born, but chosen. With hands in the dirt and hearts in the work, the village breathed again. But not all wounds were visible. As night fell and the fires burned low, Magic sat with Ma at the kitchen table, the shadows stretching long around them, and at last the truth could no longer be avoided. Tempest. The name hung in the air like a crack of thunder. The storm that had ripped through their lives wasn't just weather, it was her. The girl they'd once loved like a daughter, twisted by pain, fueled by rage. 15 years of silence now broken by a fury so powerful the earth itself trembled. Tempest had returned. No longer a child of the village, no longer a sister of the storm, she was the storm. As the village slept fitfully, old ghosts stirred, and the Guardians of Unity braced themselves, not just for the fight ahead, but for the impossible choice between saving the past or surviving the future. Stay tuned for this week's chapters of Guardians of Unity, where echoes grow louder, the past collides with the present, and every step forward risks tearing the world apart.
Let's fucking go. I'm pumped. All right. We left off on chapter 150 last week. Chapter 151. Here we go.
Chapter 151, Pressure in the Air. The trail narrowed into a winding ridge of broken stone and patchy, drought-hardened grass. Dusk hung low on the horizon, smearing the sky in layers of molten gold and bruised lavender. Shadows stretched long across the terrain, each step forward pulling them deeper into isolation. There were a few clicks past the canyon now, its scarred edges and echoing violence left behind, yet its presence still loomed, embedded in the land, in the air, in memory. Ashley led the way with her usual steady gait, eyes alert beneath the rim of her hood. She didn't speak, but her shoulders were tense, her hand hovering closer to her weapon than usual. Amber and Kay followed close behind, their pace quick but not rushed, yet. They spoke in murmurs, voices swallowed by the wind. Heather brought up the rear, her eyes on the sky more than on the ground. The quiet had changed, not just the silence of evening wildlife settling in, but something deeper, unnatural. The air felt too still, too heavy. Heather slowed. She didn't need to speak to know something was coming. The pressure in the air had shifted, dense, electric, and wrong. Wind rushed against her cheek, sharp as splinters. Then it hit. The shift. Heather stopped completely. "Oh, shit," she whispered, her voice just audible over the rising wind. Her chest tightened, instincts flaring. Her connection to the weather wasn't just talent. It was tethered, intuitive. And this wasn't just a storm. Ashley turned back immediately. "What is it?" Heather's eyes were glued to the skyline. The air is heavy, too heavy, like it's bracing for something. Lightning veined across the horizon, flickering violet and pale blue in the fast darkening sky. A wall of clouds had formed in the time it had taken them to blink. Just moments ago it had been clear. Kay stared, eyes wide. "It was sunny like seconds ago," she muttered, shaking her head. "This doesn't make any damn sense." Ashley's brow furrowed. "That's not natural." Heather shook her head slowly. "No, not even by this planet's standards." Morgan growled low and pressed herself tight against Amber's leg. The confidence that usually radiated from her was gone, replaced with a trembling anxiety as her body quivered. Not from cold, but from something deeper, more primal. Fear had crept in where bravery once lived. Amber dropped to a crouch and gently stroked her fur. "It's okay, girl. I've got you. We're okay." Then she looked up, watching the sky. "But seriously, is this just weather?" Heather didn't answer right away. The wind surged again, howling over the ridge line. "No," Heather finally said. "This isn't just growing, it's being pushed, driven by something, someone." Ashley's gaze narrowed. "You sure?" "I'd stake my life on it," Heather said. The first drops of rain hit, hard and cold. Then the storm unleashed. A roar tore from the sky as if the clouds themselves screamed. Rain fell in buckets, driving and blinding. Wind wrapped around them like claws. Lightning split the sky above them, searing white-blue. "Shelter!" Ashley shouted, already pointing. She'd spotted a crag of stone with a low overhang just off the trail. They ran. The ground was already slick, the dirt turning to mud under their boots. Morgan barked and surged forward ahead of them, cutting through the haze. They crashed beneath the overhang just as a gust slammed down from above, tearing a branch from a tree and hurling it across the trail. Rain roared outside, sheets of water cascading off the stone. Kay pressed herself into the rock wall, wiping her face. "What is this?" Amber leaned back, catching her breath. "It feels familiar." Kay turned, eyes narrowing. "Familiar?" Amber nodded. "Not just the storm, the feeling. Like something watching us, inside the lightning." Morgan whimpered again. Amber wrapped an arm around her. "We're okay, girl, just a storm," she said, though her voice held none of the certainty that her words suggested. Kay shook her head, her voice hushed and full of disbelief. "It hit so fast. Like it wasn't just moving, it was hunting, building, gathering itself like it had a purpose." Heather crouched lower, fingers pressed against the stone. She looked pale, breath catching slightly. "The pressure's still building," she said, her voice uneasy, like something's coming alive out there. She looked toward Kay, jaw tight. "You're right, this storm isn't just chasing the horizon. It feels like it's searching for something, closing in." Thunder cracked above them, so loud the stone shook. Ashley stepped back from the ledge, water dripping from her jacket. "This isn't passing. It's not meant to pass." No one argued. The storm raged on, howling wind, violent rain. The four guardians huddled together, shoulder to shoulder, damp and tense, breath fogging in the frigid electric air. The stone above them offered little comfort against the fury screaming just feet away. Morgan lay between Amber and Kay, pressed tight to the earth, her ears pinned back, and her body trembling with each pulse of thunder. She wasn't whining now, only shaking, her wide eyes fixed on the wall of storm beyond the ledge. Amber gently curled her arm around Morgan, whispering reassurances against the storm's roar. "It's okay, girl. We're right here," she murmured, her voice more soothing than certain. Kay reached over and gave Morgan's head a soft rub, her hand lingering for a second longer than needed, as if grounding herself, too. None of them said it, but they all knew. Something unnatural was alive out there, and it was getting closer. Not waiting for it to pass, just waiting for what came next. Then, as suddenly as it had arrived, the storm broke. A warm light poured from the clouds as they cracked apart, revealing a sunset of impossible beauty. Strips of orange, pink, and lavender bled across the horizon, and above them twin moons rose in tandem, pale and ghostly, casting their glow over a world that moments ago had felt like the edge of ruin. One final low groan of thunder rolled across the sky like a wounded breath, echoing with something pained and ancient. The downpour stopped almost instantly, the last few drops falling like tears into silence. Mist curled over the damp trail, and the air smelled of rain and something older, something strange and clean. The guardians stepped cautiously to the edge of their shelter, eyes scanning the sky. No sign of the violence remained, not even thunder in the distance, just calm, stillness. Kay exhaled slowly. That's not how storms work. Heather's brows were knit tight, her posture still wound like a spring. No, it's not. Morgan crept forward, nose low, ears still back. Her paws touched the wet earth, and she looked skyward, tail tucked, wary. Amber knelt beside her and wrapped her arms around her thick neck. "I don't like this either, girl." Ashley kept her eyes on the moons, their reflections now glimmering faintly in a small puddle by her feet. The calm was as unnerving as the storm had been. "We keep moving," she said at last, her voice steady. "Whatever this was, it's not over." And together they stepped back onto the path, the light behind them glowing brighter than ever, even as darkness waited ahead.
What up, Ammo? What up, Jody? How are you?
Hot Knives Matter. What up, dude?
What up, Chance? How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day.
Gorilla Glue. Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. Hope everybody's enjoying their Tuesday. We're just hanging out, getting high, listening to our Guardians of Unity. Chapter 152. Midnight. Here we go, everybody.
Chapter 152, Midnight. The night was quiet, too quiet. A pale wash of moonlight stretched through the windows of Ma and CJ's home, dusting the floorboards in soft silver. The hearth had burned low, glowing embers casting faint shadows across the walls. Most of the house slept in silence, wrapped in the kind of heavy exhaustion that only followed days of heartbreak and survival. But Ma didn't sleep. Her bare feet moved silently across the cool floor as she padded down the hallway, past the kitchen, through the archway that led into the guest room. The hush of her steps was barely audible as she crossed into the space. Inside, the room was still. A single candle burned low on the bedside table, its light flickering gently across the walls. Emil lay on the far side of the bed, half tucked under the quilt, his breathing shallow and uneven. Curled protectively at his side, Kelz slept with one arm draped across his chest, her face slack with exhaustion. Even in sleep, her posture was tense, like a sister refusing to let go of her brother. Ma stepped closer. Her eyes scanned his face first, pale, flushed, and damp with sweat. Then she gently lifted the edge of the quilt. His arm had changed. Where the skin had once been red and inflamed, it now shimmered faintly beneath the dim candlelight, tinged with a soft pastel blue, like frost creeping slowly under the skin. She reached out, fingers brushing against his forearm. Too cold. She didn't speak at first, just stared, her face unreadable in the half-light. Behind her, CJ's quiet footsteps echoed softly in the hall before she appeared in the doorway. "You're not sleeping either," CJ said, her voice low. Ma shook her head. "Something's wrong. He's colder than he should be. His color's changed. It's like whatever that stalker did to him is still moving through him, slow but steady." CJ stepped in and moved beside her, squinting at Ammo's arm. "That's not just injury, that's something else. It's not infection, not normal anyway." Ma sighed, her voice just above a whisper. "He's getting worse, CJ, and I don't know if he's going to make it." CJ placed a hand on her back, grounding her. "Let's not count him out yet. I've got a few things I could try in the morning. Old tricks. Maybe one of them will stick." Ma didn't respond immediately. Her gaze remained fixed on Ammo's arm. CJ hesitated, then added more softly, "If he makes it through the night." A beat of silence passed. Then Ma turned slightly toward her, her eyes narrowing. "Do you even know what you're looking for?" CJ's brow furrowed. "I don't, but maybe one of the old field books does." She turned and padded quickly down the hall, disappearing into the study. A moment later, Ma heard the rustling of old pages, the muffled sound of CJ muttering to herself as she pulled books from the shelves. CJ reappeared minutes later, arms full of weathered volumes, one already open. "There's a mention of Vexeran stalkers in this one," she said, setting it on the floor and kneeling beside it. "Some of them produce a kind of neurotoxin, rare but not unheard of, slows everything down. Heartbeat, respiration, muscle function. But it acts differently depending on the victim." Ma lowered herself to the floor beside her. "You think that's what this is?" CJ nodded. "It fits. The cold, the color change, the way he's slipping deeper into it. If it's the neurotoxin, we might still have a shot. Whatever it is, it's freezing his arm from the inside out. The herbs in the root cellar might help. We'll brew everything we've got tomorrow, try to draw it out." "And if we're wrong?" Ma asked quietly. "I honestly don't know," CJ admitted, her voice softer now. "We're running out of options, Ma, but we've still got a few things left to try. In the morning we'll talk to Magic, have him gather what we need from the forest. There's a few herbs I remember reading about. Maybe one of them's the key." Across the bed, Kelz stirred. She hadn't been asleep. Eyes wide open now, her face partially hidden beneath the blanket, she didn't speak, but her fingers curled tighter around the fabric, and her breathing hitched for just a moment. She'd heard every word, and like Ma, she didn't sleep again.
Bum, bum, bum. What up, Cheryl? How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday.
What up, Cheryl? Hope it's been a great day so far.
All right. Chapter 153. This is a fun one. I enjoyed writing this one. Here we go.
Chapter 153, Starlit Herd. The storm had passed, but none of them quite knew what to make of it. Amber, Ashley, Heather, Kay, and Morgan continued on in silence as the sky settled back into a calm, unsettling stillness. Not a whisper of wind stirred the tall grass now. Even the birds had quieted. The sun dipped low, casting long shadows across the fields, the remnants of the earlier chaos lingering like an uneasy memory. "That was something," Kay finally said, glancing over her shoulder at the horizon where the storm had vanished as quickly as it had arrived. Amber shook her head slowly. "I still don't understand how it went from sunny to apocalyptic and back again in seconds." Heather folded her arms tightly, her boots crunching through the dry grass. "Storms don't move like that, even here." Morgan walked quietly, ears pinned back, still unnerved. Every few steps she looked up at the sky, as if expecting it to shift again. Her usual confidence was gone, replaced by a quiet anxiety. Even now she stayed close, her pace slow and hesitant. Ashley scanned the skyline again and sighed. We're losing light fast. Last time we wandered around at night, things got ugly. They all remembered. The heavy silence that followed spoke volumes. All right, Kay said, already shifting course toward a cluster of nearby rocks. Let's find shelter before the dark really settles in. About a quarter-click east, nestled at the base of a low ridge, they found it. A shallow cave, barely more than a deep cut in the hillside. A wide stone overhang jutted out above, offering protection from the open sky. It wasn't much, but it would be enough. Heather dropped her pack beside the entrance. This'll do. They got to work quickly, gathering dry wood and sticks from the area. Careful, quiet, constantly checking the sky. Heather stood above the pile, her fingers crackling lightly with electricity. A small spark jumped from her fingertip, and with a soft pop, the wood caught, a flame licking upward toward the cooling air. Amber exhaled, settling onto a flat rock near the warmth. Okay, that's better. Morgan circled once before laying beside Heather, her gaze still flickering toward the open fields. Her ears twitched at every sound. Heather reached down and gently scratched her behind her ears. It's okay, girl, Amber said gently, reaching over to rub Morgan's side. We're all right now. The fire crackled and popped as the sky deepened into a dark velvet shade. Stars blinked into existence one by one, spreading across the heavens like a blanket of scattered diamonds. Ashley pulled a small, tightly rolled joint from her jacket pocket. She held it up between two fingers and smirked tiredly. After today, we deserve a little calm. Heather grinned and reached for it. Best idea you've had in hours. They passed it around, the smoke curling lazily up the night, mixing with the scent of burning wood and dry grass. Slowly the tension bled out of their shoulders. The fire warmed their bodies. The stars soothed their minds. Kay chuckled after a long exhale. I swear this planet's just showing off now. 1 minute it storms trying to kill us, the next minute it's giving us the prettiest skies I've ever seen. Amber laughed, flicking ash into the fire. Give it another hour. Maybe we'll get flying whales or something. Heather snorted. Honestly, I'm not betting against it. Ashley stretched her legs out in front of her, rolling her shoulders. Just as long as whatever it is doesn't have claws, teeth, or a bad attitude, I'll take it. Morgan gave a soft whine and flopped onto her side, pressing against Heather's hip with a heavy sigh. As the fire burned low, Heather leaned back on her elbows, eyes following a drifting cloud across the stars. So, Ash, real talk. Once we find the guys, what's the actual plan? Ashley was silent for a moment, watching the embers dance. Then she shrugged lightly. Honestly, find them. Figure out how to get home without dying. She smiled and faintly chuckled. The others nodded. It wasn't perfect, it wasn't even clear, but it was enough. Suddenly Amber stiffened. Look, what the... She whispered, her voice drifting off as pointing upward. The conversation died instantly. 2 comets streaked across the heavens, one glowing an eerie green, the other a strange pinkish red. They twisted around each other in an elegant, almost deliberate dance, spiraling closer and closer toward the horizon. Twin streams of color burned across the night sky so vivid they lit the field around them in soft hues of green and rose. They watched in stunned silence as the comets spiraled downward, disappearing beyond the distant horizon. No impact sounds followed, only the lingering image of those twin lights weaving together through the dark. None of them moved. They sat in awe as if the sky itself had opened just for them. For a time, everything was quiet, peaceful. The fire crackled softly. The moons climbed higher. The world finally seemed to settle. Slowly the girls drifted to sleep around the fire. One by one they dozed off under the soft glow of the moons, tucked into their jackets and blankets. Morgan, still slightly tense but reassured by Heather's presence, laid beside her comfortably. The fire crackled low, and the deep, steady breathing of the group soon blended into the night. leaving only the hush of the wind and the gentle rustle of the grass. Until a sound broke the stillness, a sharp, high-pitched yipping. Morgan snapped awake instantly, her ears perking, tail stiff. She gave a low warning bark that roused the others. Ashley jolted awake, blinking hard against the darkness, her heart hammering in her chest. "What is it?" she whispered hoarsely, her voice rough with sleep and surprise as she struggled upright, scanning the shadows beyond the firelight. Amber crawled carefully to the edge of the overhang and peered into the silver-lit field. In the distance, moving gracefully through the misty grass, a herd of strange creatures emerged. Their bodies were shaped like small, stocky, long-haired dogs, but their faces were rounded and gentle, framed by long, flexible trunks that ended in delicate, finger-like appendages. Soft, musical yips and chirps floated in the night air as they foraged, the older ones nudging and guiding the younger ones carefully through the moonlit grass. Kay rubbed her eyes as if trying to clear them and stared harder. "They've got trunks? Am I dreaming or is this real?" she whispered, still half asleep, her voice full of disbelief. But with hands," Heather added under her breath, her voice thick with disbelief. She leaned forward slightly, staring in wide-eyed amazement. "Not if we're all dreaming together," she muttered, shaking her head slowly. Her gaze locked on the creature's trunks, her mind trying to make sense of the delicate, almost human-like fingers curling and grasping through the grass. The group watched in stunned fascination. At the center of the herd, smaller creatures, babies, trotted between their larger companions. The adults circled around them protectively, reaching down with their strange trunks to pluck tufts of grass and hand them delicately to their young. The herd moved with a slow, deliberate grace, tight-knit, protective, every step purposeful as they constantly adjusted to shield the little ones within their ranks. Morgan leaned closer, her muscles tensing, but didn't bark. She only watched, head tilted in wonder. Amber blinked hard, still trying to process the sight. "What is frickin' next?" she whispered under her breath, reaching down to stroke Morgan's head reassuringly. "It's okay, girl, just some wanderers." They stayed silent, barely breathing as the herd passed through the moonlight and vanished into the distance, soft yips fading like echoes in the dark. Kay settled back into her blanket, still shaking her head in disbelief. This planet, it's just making up rules as it goes. Heather smiled faintly, Morgan laying back down beside her, her voice low. At least tonight's weirdness was peaceful. Above them, 1,000 stars burned silently, and for now, beneath the moons and the endless sky, they slept in peace.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
I was just thinking like elephant dogs with Zoidberg hands. Like the fingers, like the Zoidberg mustache, but for like the end of a trunk. I don't know. I was really high. All right, I think we got time for one more. 154. Here we go.
Chapter 154, Before the Sun. The first faint blush of dawn barely touched the horizon when the house exploded into chaos. Kelz's scream tore through the silence, raw and terrified. Ma was up in an instant, the worn floorboards creaking under her feet as she sprinted toward the guest room. CJ and Magic were right behind her. The archway to the small room framed a frantic scene. Kelz sat beside Ammo, who lay unnaturally still, his breathing shallow. She clutched his frozen arm, her face pale with horror. "It's freezing," she gasped, looking up at them with wild, desperate eyes. "He's ice cold. It spread past his shoulder." Ma sat on the bed beside her, hands already moving to check Ammo's pulse, his temperature, the rigidity in his muscles. "His color's worse," CJ said grimly, stepping closer. "We don't have much time." Kelz shook her head, gripping Ammo's good hand tightly, as tears welled up in her eyes. Her voice cracked as she broke down. "I can't lose him," she choked out. "I can't. Not him. Ammo, please. Ma rested a steady hand on Kelz's shoulder, her voice rough with emotion. I know how much he means to you. I feel it too. But right now the best way to fight for him is to move, to help us give him a chance. Ma led Kelz to a nearby chair and gently sat her down. Listen to me, Ma said softly, crouching in front of her. I know it hurts. I know it feels wrong to leave him even for a second. But right now, fighting for him means moving, means doing. Kelz wiped at her face with the sleeve of her shirt, swallowing hard. He's strong, Ma continued, her hand resting on Kelz's knee. But this thing working through him, it's fast. It's not going to wait for us to sit still and pray, not anymore. We need to fight back. CJ stepped up beside them, her voice low but certain. We could slow this thing if we act fast enough. You should go with Magic. He knows the terrain. He'll help keep you safe. Kelz nodded, still trembling, but there was a flicker of determination in her eyes. Go on now, Ma said, squeezing her knee. Go help save your brother. CJ turned to Magic, who stood near the door, tense and waiting. You're heading out. We need a few herbs, only fresh. They won't be easy to find. What do you need? Magic asked, already mentally mapping the terrain. Starflare root, CJ said first. Bright orange leaves, smells like pepper when you crush it. Should be near rocky outcrops. And whisper moss, Ma added, glancing up. It grows along the shaded sides of old cliffs. It's stringy, almost silver in color. CJ frowned, thinking. And if you can find it, a few strands of dusk vine. Twists around itself like braids, dark purple, grows where the ground feels cooler. She hesitated. That one's rare, real hard to cut, but it might help slow the toxin. Magic nodded sharply, already committing it all to memory. CJ moved past them, grabbing a satchel from a hook on the wall. There's an old trail north, past the second ridge. That's your best chance for all three. Magic slung the bag over his shoulder. He placed a hand lightly on Kelz's back, a silent offer of support, and she straightened her shoulders in response. Meanwhile, Beanz, Coughsy, Man-Bear, and Yerp were already stirring, gathering supplies and shouldering their tools. We'll keep at the rebuild, Beanz said, clapping Magic lightly on the arm. You go get what you need. We'll hold things down here. Good luck, Coughsy added with a nod. Man-Bear simply grunted in agreement, adjusting the thick rope slung over his shoulder as he prepared to follow Beanz and Coughsy out to the village square. He gave Magic a brief nod of solidarity before heading toward the front door, ready to tackle whatever work lay ahead. Yerp stepped up to Magic and gave him a firm handshake, a nod, and a quick yerp yerp. Without another word, he turned and followed the others out the door, a hammer slung casually over his shoulder. The morning air was cool and sharp as Magic and Kelz stepped off the porch and started down the trail, the sun still nothing more than a faint promise behind the hills. The weight of the house, the village, and the life of someone they loved hung heavy behind them, but they walked forward anyway, side by side.
And that is our Guardians of Unity this week. Ooh. That's good. That's good. I'm super excited. Yeah, I like it. I'm super excited for more chapters of Guardians. But you'll have to tune in next Tuesday for the continuance of Guardians of Unity. Hey, that's great. The guy with them herbs. Thank you, everybody. I enjoy it. I enjoy it very, very much so. Man, there's so much going on. I'm so excited. There's so much overlapping going to be happening very shortly that, yeah. But it is about that time, Coughsy.
Yeah.
Smoke one more and call it an afternoon and get ready for some Token Tunes.
Absolutely.
We'll have to see. You have to tune in next week to find out. See if Ammo makes it. Much love, everybody. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. It's been a dope-ass Tuesday. Great Guardians of Unity. Much love to our anonymous narrator. The story is ridiculous. Like, it's not even the same anymore. It's so good. I don't even know what to say. I can't even put it into words. I hope to see everybody tonight at Token Tunes, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, only on Mr. Coughsy page. Catch it on his YouTube, too. He does stream all of his shows to his YouTube, so make sure that you are subscribed to his YouTube. Other than that, if I don't see you there, I'll see you tomorrow morning. We got Miss Bina on for yoga tomorrow, I believe, and Dabber Chick show tomorrow. But I hope you all have an amazing rest of your evening. Please make sure you're following everybody on the Cove team from the one and only Sir Coughsy. Much love, man. I couldn't do Guardians of Unity without you, for real. Please make sure you're following the one and only Yerp Entertainment. Make sure you're getting on those Rigs 3 mystery boxes and don't miss the Yerpanigans every Sunday morning. Make sure you're following the one and only Man Bear. You should see him up for Token Tunes tonight. Make sure you're following the one and only Kelsey Dabber Chick show tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time for all you East Coast folks. And make sure you're following Night Productions. Don't miss out on anything he's got coming out because he's got all sorts of cool shit. Don't ever miss out on any of it. Thank you to everybody that helps support the Cove. Y'all make all of this possible. Cove-TV is brought to you by viewers like yourself. And that being said, I hope you all have an amazing night. Thank you guys very, very much. And Coughsy, it's all yours, bud.
Well, much love, all you amazing ass people. I hope it's been an amazing, totally terrific, twisted titty, tie-dye, turkey taco, Token Tunes Tuesday, all around from start to finish from the morning show with the Cove. It's always a great way to get the day up and going, the right mindset and the right mood, all the way up to the afternoon show. I love Guardians of Unity. Always on the edge of your seat every week, ready for the next week to see what happens next. And of course, look forward to see each and every one of y'all tonight. It is Token Tunes. I might be a little bit biased, but it's definitely my favorite night of the week, and I can't wait. I'm looking forward to seeing each and every one of y'all there. It is the final playlist of the month. So, who's going to finish off the month with the belt? Me. But look forward to seeing each and every one of y'all there. It's going to be a great-ass time. If you are not already, make sure you're giving a like and a follow to everyone you've been interacting with out there, because if it wasn't for each and every one of y'all, we wouldn't be up here doing the fun stuff we get to do each and every time. And make sure you're giving a like and a follow to everyone you see up on screen throughout all the amazing things we get to do. The one and only Beanz with the Cove, Yerpity, motherfucking Yerp Entertainment, Man Bear, Kelsey Dabber Chick, Magic with Mad Productions, all the amazing stuff going on each and every day throughout the day, every time. We look forward to seeing each and every one of y'all at Token Tunes tonight. It's going to be a great ass time. It is time to hop on down. We'll get some food, kick back. Don't relax. If you relax, you're going to miss out on Token Tunes tonight. There's going to be plenty of time to relax after that. So hop on down, get some food, kick back, and look forward to seeing each and every one of y'all later on the night. Much love, everyone.
And thanks
For
chilling
in
the
Cove
today.
All
You
amazing
ass
people
out
there.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah, ready to go.
Salt on the air and smoke in the sky. Feel the warmth of the sun as the seagulls fly by. We're cruising along where the water's clear. Going it tight, sparking good vibes right here. Kick back, relax, take it easy and slow. With every hit, let the ganja flow. From the shore to the sea, we feel so alive. In the Cove, every day is a reason to thrive. Smoking trees in the breeze where the good vibes flow. Let them flow. Living life that ease, let the spirit grow. Let it grow. On this island time, we're sailing free. Yeah, we're free. The Cove's got love in every wave we see. Under the palms, where the breeze rolls by, we light up the nights and smoke to the sky. A rhythm that flows through the sand and the waves in the Cove. This life is the gift that saves. Every inhale's like a moment to be. Exhale the stress, set your spirit free. Together we ride, no need to pretend. Smoking cheese in the breeze, with friends till the end. Smoking cheese in the breeze where the good vibes flow. Let them flow. Living life at ease, let the spirit grow. Let it grow. On this island time, we're sailing free. Yeah, we're free. The Cove's got love in every wave we see. Every wave. Light it up, take a hit, let the ganja sway. Let it sway. Smoking cheese in the breeze, it's a beautiful day. the night sends smoke to the sky, a rhythm that flows through the sand and the waves in the cove. This life is the gift that saves. Every inhale's like a moment to be. Exhale the stress, set your spirit free. Together we ride, no need to pretend. Smoking cheese in the breeze with friends till the end. Smoking cheese in the breeze where the good vibes flow. Let 'em flow. Living life at ease, let the spirit grow. Let it grow. On this island time, we're sailing free. Yeah, we're free. The coast got love in every wave we see. In every wave, light it up, take it in, let the ganja sway. Let it sway. Smoking cheese in the breeze, it's a beautiful day.
Much love, everybody.
Much of everyone. See y'all tonight.